he said. This is Coach Elias from Enhanced Athletes. Thank you, Dr. Tony, for having me here. So we're going to be talking about when should you donate blood for bodybuilding. Yes. First thing you need to know is this. First, donors should limit their physical activity following blood donation. Now, you need to wait 48 hours, maybe 36 hours after donating, just to let the blood settle and get those red blood cells back to the right point. Now, at this time, you have to be careful because when you start working out, you need to take the right actual time to in between your reps. So that means for appropriate ATP production. So you don't have this fatigue, dehydration, iron deficiency, which it'll be a little bit lower. So you could eat some good foods and that will make that go back up. Now, there's key points that I want to point out over here as far as donating blood. Now, what is the best time? The best time to donate blood is right after 4 to 6 week cycles. Now, everybody would say 3 months, 6 months. No, that's wrong. Even if you're in TRT, you're supposed to donate blood every month. And the doctor will actually tell you this because TRT doses, you're taking less, but you're also producing a lot of red blood cells. Now, if you're actually in a really hardcore diet where you're producing a lot of muscle mass and you have protein and you have a lot of red blood cells and a lot of iron, then yes, you must absolutely donate blood. Now, anytime that you're walking up stairs, downstairs, and it's almost like at 4 weeks and you start feeling like fatigued, you're like, man, something's not right. I have this pressure in my chest. Like you almost feel like something's going on in your heart. This means that you have so much red blood cells in your blood that you have to do something ASAP. We'll go over there. Now, anytime that you feel this, there's two things that are happening. Either you forgot to take your aspirin while on cycle, or you're taking aspirin, but you're not taking a second dose of aspirin at nighttime. This means you're already probably at your second cycle. It's week 8. You forgot to go and get your blood drawn, and do what we call the phlebotomy procedure. So yeah, this time go donate blood. Anytime you run high doses, also really important, you go donate blood. Anytime you run Dianabol, Anadrol, Superdrol, any of these extreme compounds, you must go donate blood. First cycle, don't wait for the second or the third. That means that month, you finish that cycle, the 6 weeks, boom, go donate blood immediately. So you're safe, you protect your heart. Now, anytime you're on TRT, yes, this is gonna be more like the doctor's gonna prescribe you, and it's easier to track because you have to go to get your TRT. Okay, so this one is easy. Now, generally speaking, my recommendation is every 3 months. Why? Because people tend to forget. If it's every month, they're gonna be like, oh man, just something else I have to do. Like I'm painting every day, I'm doing this, doing that, and they don't like to follow the actual steps. People are lazy. So if you're lazy with your health, that's really bad. You should be proactive and remember to donate blood after your actual cycle. Now, anytime you're eating a lot of red meats, remember I told you guys about high protein, and of course, if this happens, this is gonna increase even more your red blood cell counts. So for them to be at optimal level, you have to donate blood. Why? Because if not, you're gonna have your blood in a really major viscosity. That means it's gonna be so thick, it's almost like oatmeal. And this is gonna start to happen. Slower blood flow. That means when the heart is pumping, it's trying to do like a motor. You need to change that oil inside that car, right? So the same thing is happening. So it's really important you follow this, okay? Now, This could cause serious issues. We're talking about heart attack, even septal infraction, and you don't want that. You want to continue to be a bodybuilder, be healthy, be proactive, and do everything safely. Now, there's one actual key point that I want to point out. People keep forgetting about the females. What happens if there is a female bodybuilder that wants to donate blood? Well, yes, she can donate blood, but in this case, the female has to be taking a supplement. What kind of supplement? Iron supplement. Why? Because their iron levels are actually sometimes lower than men, and typically, like almost at 90% of the time, females have to supplement with iron. So what happens if they donate blood? Their iron level is going to go so low, now they become anemic. And also, you have macro red blood cells and you have micro red blood cells. And when the iron starts falling off the macro, the micro one is not going to get it either. So that means you're going to have two deficiencies, which tend to anemia. And you don't want that. You don't want to be so thin in your bodybuilder and you're like, damn man, I lost all my gains. Now I got to jump into YK11 and blah, blah. So females, keep this in mind. If you're going to donate blood, but take your supplement before and after and wait the 48 hours, then continue with your bodybuilding career. Same thing for men. They could actually go down on the actual iron. So supplement and supplement after. Things that you will see, some fatigue, and that's about it. Basically, all you need to do is rehydrate, let that body heal naturally, and go back at it. Take your rest periods, and you will feel amazing. Anyways, thank you, Dr. Tony. Thank you, Enhanced Athletes. You guys know I'm out.